Hey, what's up everybody? How's it going? Pudgewiggle here, and I'm going to be doing another game called Banished. And it really wasn't my idea until it was brought to my attention by one of my fellow subscribers, username Meltech, generously donated the game to my channel for gameplay videos. And so I'm going to be doing that so we can extend a thank you to Meltech. We thank you, and I'm sure the viewers are going to thank you. I've actually dabbled in this game quite a bit to learn it a little bit, see what I'm up against. And I gotta admit, it's kind of hard. There's a lot of things you have to do to, I don't know, the upkeep is just kind of crazy. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep it a large terrain size, mild climate, disasters on, starting conditions easy. Yeah, I know, it sounds crappy, but believe me, it's bigger. Is food. Food is like probably the most important thing you can do. And as you can see, they actually started me off in a pretty decent area. Actually, a very decent area. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm stealing all this food to go to their house. It's okay, we got enough. So what we're going to do is I'm going to pull up my main things I usually do pull up. I pull up these 3 tabs so I know what's kind of going on at all times. This is the overall tab of what the important things I have. Overall health right here, the overall happiness, the temperature, how many children I have versus how many adults versus how many students, the event log, everything that happens, you know, and any important thing happens, someone dies, someone becomes an adult, all that. This is my professions tab. Right now I have 12 laborers. Laborers do like the hard manual labor work. Couldn't we have guessed it? Oops, wrong thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this stuff right here. No, I don't want to get behind that mountain. Okay. So it's got a nice little drag and drop tool for it, and what happens is my laborers will come over here and start working. You can see like the tool symbol underneath it, and they work pretty fast. And what I found out is the more the happiness, if their average happiness is 5 stars like it is now, then they'll work more efficiently, more quickly, you know, without, you know, complaining. Basically, that's what it is. I'm going to clear out this area around me so I can get my food started. I found out the best way to do the food is, I will actually show you, but I'm just going to tell you so you can see how fast they're doing it. Actually, I'm going to need to make a stockpile now because it'll run out of room soon enough. This will probably be where my stockpile is going to go. Your stockpile can only be 10 by 10, but you can obviously do more than one, and it doesn't really require anything except if you put it over a tree or like right here, if you put it over a tree or over a rock, then it will have to be removed. And it tells me up here that everything is at capacity. So what's going to need to be done is to make a, wow, see that? They just leave it there because this isn't done yet. I think you need to have a builder on your team. What he'll do is he'll come over and he'll remove the tree. If not, which doesn't look like he is, I'm going to put him back to laborer. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this area top priority, so they get everything in the area done. Like if someone's coming over, they check out the tree. Okay, now they can start moving everything over. You see them all swarming towards the stockpile. I mean, you see all the stuff they got rid of really quickly. The thing I found out to do, and back to this food, is you make a what do they call it? They call it a crop field. You make a crop field. You can only do 15 by 15. Try to do the full extent if you can. As you can see, we just got a bunch of children that were born. So 13 adults, 13 children so far. You build 15 by 15, and you put the farm up. You want to get the first harvest before the first winter. You want to get a harvest before winter comes. Which in this case, it doesn't look like it's going to be that great. So let's see if we can go ahead and kind of start doing this now. I don't know if I'm going to be able to go over 4. I can't. 15. Okay. So I'm going to make this top priority really quick. So they'll be chopping everything out of the way. Farm's ready to go when there's this icon. You'll see an icon in the middle here, right here. And right now, my people can grow corn and cabbage. I'm going to grow corn because I like corn. Corn's absolutely delicious. I'm going to raise my food limit to that. I can allow myself for as many, I think it goes up to 8 or 6 in this case. So I'm going to put all 6 on there so they can get right to work. It says one person's out of a job. Okay. So everyone can get right to work. I hope. It's early summer. I don't see why not. Why you guys wouldn't be working right now. I'm actually going to slow this down a little bit. The other thing for food I do is a fishing lodge, and I think they put you next to the water for for a reason. I'm going to do 4 builders, which means they're going to go and build that area. I'm a little upset they're not working right now. I don't know why they're not. Maybe because maybe it's because I waited too long. So what's going to happen is I'm going to be waiting for fish to kind of. Yeah, I think it's too late for. It's also random where they put you, so I probably also started off in a really shitty place for that. So I'm just going to be waiting on fish here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the farmers off as of right now. I'm going to put them on here. It says they're out of a job. So we'll just put them back. I want to get as much fish as I possibly can get. Probably not enough to hold me through the winter. And it looks like my cattle is sheep, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of these rocks here, because this will turn... That's actually iron for me, I believe. Yeah, as you can see... Oh, no, these are rocks. Oh, yeah, those are... That'll be iron. Alright, I'm going to start getting firewood for the winter, which is right now, as you guys can see. In order to have firewood, you can't just grab logs and it becomes firewood. You have to have a woodcutter down. Is that not? Okay. I'm going to put him somewhere kind of far, not far away, but next to the wood, the stockpile, I should say. So I have 4 builders, that is. They're going to be working on that now. Yeah, I know. It tells you when everything is the reserve, when everything is low. You'll see that pretty often, actually. So we're going to wait until this is done building. I'm going to get someone on that real quick. Here we go. Alright, we got... I like to keep these in the top corners right here. Same thing with these. You can hit this little button. It shows, it hides the production. You can compare them between this year and this season and the current season and the previous season, and I like to keep track of how often my team and my people do it. So I know nothing's falling behind anything, like fishing dock. I'll do that too. Actually, I moved my event log under here, and I keep most of my stuff over here until I know that they're going to be making it, until I have a steady thing going on. For right now, I'm going to move them over. So I know we're bringing in 440. We're bringing in 400 plus fish for the season, which is carried into the storage barn, which is carried from the storage barn into the people's houses. Sounds like a lot of fish. It's really not. It's not a lot of food at all. I'm going to create a path here because this helps them, believe it or not, it helps them get around. It really does work. So that's what I'm going to do. I make a path going to everything if I can. Just to be safe, I make a path going about everything. The farm, as you can see in the summer now, they're starting up on the farm. I mean, they should be at least. We have a child, we have adult, we have people becoming laborers, all that fun stuff. So we're getting people, which is real good. This means right here that the woodcutter is made 200, so we have to increase the fuel limit to, we'll do 2,000. So don't have to worry about. This means that this family is hungry, that there's not enough food. Probably going to have some deaths because we started late on our crops. As you can see, my total health went down. The town's total average health went down to 4. That's because there's actually kind of like a diet system that works in with this, which means you need your fruits, your vegetables. You can get nuts and berries by building a gatherer's hut right here, and he'll go search around this area for all that. So it's good. Hopefully you can start off and get the crops out of the way real easy. Someone's gonna die of starvation very soon. You'll get to see how it is when someone dies. I'm gonna have 2 people working there. It takes away from that. Awesome. I'm gonna take away. I don't need any builders. I take away all my builders when I do not need them. So for the crop field, it's at 87% yield because everyone's kind of dying. I'm going to do it now. Hopefully everyone can hold on. But look, we've already had a death. Samasi has already died. Someone else, Helma, has died. And when a person dies, it takes from your available laborers and replaces them. If not, then it will tell you that you cannot replace that person, and so on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to build another thing. See, as you can see, I'm already kind of not doing well. I mean, it just happens, you know. I'm going to build a second farm area, and I'm going to put people on there. I'm going to take people off this. I don't need that many people on there. They're not really helping anyway. I think the crop fields get more than the fish. I think the crop fields are going to get the most. You're going to get the most out of it. Like if you have people working, and if you time your harvesting right, if you can get your harvesting timed right, then what will happen is you'll be able to upkeep right before winter comes. So winter should be coming soon. And I don't think we have enough food. Actually, we only have 55 stored food, and it fluctuates very constantly. You need to hurry up and get this shit out of the way. You see they have to take weird paths to get there. It's because it's kind of like on a mountain here. And they're not going to go all the way around here just to get there. It's a weird placement they gave me. I could put another one right here, which I think I'm going to do that. Actually. Okay, 15 by 15. Cabbage, because it's the opposite of what we have. So I increased the total amount of people working in this profession as a farmer to 8, so it balances out between. I think it does balance out between the balance at 3. Okay, there's 5 here, so we're gonna lower that down to 4, and we're gonna keep down to 4. So it's 4 people working on each one. It's winter, so this is not going to be used right now. Obviously, you know you can't grow crops in the winter. It just doesn't work. So I got a total of 8 people working as a farmer. And I got 2 people working as fishermen. I can have 2 people working as that, but I'm not going to, so I'm going to cut that down a little bit for now. The food should increase significantly. It did. I did have a couple deaths here and there, which is, you know, what happened. It happens. But I think through the summer we should be fine. Now, there's one thing I did find out. I need to get a coal mine, or not a coal mine, just a regular mine going really fast, really quickly. Because if you don't, then what happens is it's actually a perfect spot for it. Your tools will break, everyone's tools will break, and it's almost impossible to get back together, to get back up from that. So they put that all together, and I'm going to change them over to the builders, and they're all going to build on that. And then I'll put 2 people on there. Then I have to build a blacksmith, someone who makes the tools. Okay, and then I need to I'll get 2 people on here. Increase the total iron amount to 2,000 for now. It's fine. Now I have 4 laborers, and like I said, I need to create a blacksmith, which is here. I can create him probably. I'll keep facing that way. Then I'll make that the top priority for right now. So everyone will build on it. Well, I actually got to get builders first, so I'm going to get everyone to build. So as you can see, everyone's starting their thing with the crop field now. You can do an orchard. There is a way to do an orchard for like different, like, you know, peaches, apples, whatever. But I think it takes a couple years for your fruit to actually grow in properly. I don't know if that helps. I think that's more of like a later down the road. The crop fields are the most like get the food, we'd eat it now kind of thing. And same thing with this. These are the two quickest ways. Orchard you can just throw down and just wait. Oh, okay, so it's finished. I'm like, did someone die? But no. Get rid of them, and then we add a blacksmith. Okay, now the blacksmith will work. And because I have OCD, I need to put a pathway in front of the door, or else I'll be really mad with myself about it. Okay, so now we have a blacksmith creating tools. So now there's going to be a cycle. We have food, we have iron, we have tools, we have a place to put everything, we have firewood. Now there's one more thing we do need, and that is a way of getting stone. So everyone, say it with me, quarry. Yes, good job. The quarry is, once it's down, it's down. It's one of those things. So I'm going to have them focus all on that. So they'll be taking all that down. I'm going to make a path leading up to it, so it makes it easier for everyone. So now we have a source of stone coming in, a source of iron coming in, and logs is, well, actually we don't have a source of logs yet. There is a way to do a source of logs, but I'll show you how to do that in a moment. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to put a resource field kind of close to this, a stockpile. I don't know why I keep calling them a resource field. A stockpile, so they can start putting them right here and just taking from them, and so they don't have to run all the way across the town just to, you know, get the stuff they need. As you can see, they're bringing in the harvest. We harvested 1,209 units of corn last season, and we're bringing in 300, 400 and rising. Hopefully, the idea is to beat the previous season, obviously, because it's more food. Or if you can get just as equal or just a little bit under, then that's fine. You know, it happens. I think, yeah. And cabbage, this will be the first season for cabbage. And fish, it's always a constant. It's about 800. So this is done. Oh no, it's not. They need to put the laborers will put all the necessary things down. So we need to put the logs down. If there's not enough logs in the storage, what they'll do is they'll chop them down. You know, they'll cut them down and bring them to there, which is real nice. It takes a lot longer, so hopefully you have your stuff. I'm going to cut down this area over here soon. Okay, so what we'll do, obviously it's not in progress right now, so what we'll do is we'll cut down only the wood for over here, and I'll have all 8 of my laborers grabbing as much wood as they possibly can. Most of it will be brought to this. I'm going to make this a priority. So all the wood that they break will also be stored and then used for this. See, we're bringing all the wood that I can over here. And now I will cut the laborers and the builders in half, and the builders should work on this next, the quarry next. Yep, as you can see. Now winters, other than firewood, there is a nice way to keep your team, your survivors, or whatever you want to call them, warm. Is a tailor who will... a tailor who will build wool coats and all that. In this case, I will have wool coats because I do have sheep, so when I build... Actually, I will build that now to show you what I mean. A pasture where your whatever can graze, or whatever that is, you know. I will have my sheep grazing here. See, now we have a supply of logs for there to be firewood made out, which we have about 1,700 units of fire, which is real good. So this is done. We're going to put, let's see, we can sacrifice, let's do 2 people. 2 people will be working on that, and we have a nice little stockpile for them to put all their stone there, and it can be carried on, so forth, whatever. This is done. We only need 1 person. We need to choose, so we have sheep. Like I said, 1 person. So the sheep will all be, well, it should be all, they all should be moved into here. Oh, here they go. They're all being moved into there, and then we can use them, and we can get their wool, and it will be placed in here. Let's up the tool amount here, so we don't have, they don't, because if the tool amount is reached, then production will stop, and that's never really a good thing. We don't want production to stop. We'll make a tailor soon enough once we have more people. Let's see, you got to keep the kids coming. That's what you got to do. You got to keep moving. You got to keep building houses, or else everything will stop. And then if you get too old, then the parents cannot reproduce. So I'm going to build a house here, and hopefully we'll have a group move in. And I'll make it even 3 and 3. This house will be built. Now see, we got Rolandi and Jania, both female and male, and they will reproduce at any time now. And we'll have a kid on the way, which is real good. As you can see, my laborers are still working around here, but it's only 3 of them. So what this means is you are out of resource, so I'm running out of log and iron to produce. I have enough iron, as you can see. It's just the logs is always the problem. There, like I said, there is a way to make logs always appear. It's kind of a, in my opinion, as of right now, it's kind of a shitty way to do it. But what it is called a, not a woodcutter. Forest lodge. That's it. That's what it is. And what this does is you put it. I try to get it in the middle of just very flat area. That's why expanding is kind of hard, because you have to go all the way out here to do it. Build a road, so it makes it easier. It will go straight to that. Okay. So what they can do is they will cut down any trees in the surrounding area. They take forever to do it. I don't know why. Also, they can plant new trees, seeds for new trees. So in about maybe 2 seasons or so, depending on how people are there, you'll see this whole area full, just packed with trees, not rocks or iron, just tree after tree. I've tried to have them to where they cut them down, but they take too long to cut them down. I don't know why. So I just have my laborers come over and cut it down, and that's my way of getting firewood. But when you have a bigger town, you're going to need more things. See, woodcutters out of obviously wood. So I'm going to keep all my builders. I'm going to put my builders. I'm going to take my builders off for now, and I'm going to have them only do the trees. You select harvest trees, and it will avoid all of the rocks and stuff, and only cut down the trees that you need. We'll come back for the rocks later. Like, we already have a sufficient way of getting rocks with the quarry and a way of getting iron with the mine. And remember that the mine does have a limit on it. It does take a long time to deplete, and so does this. They take a long time to deplete. So once it's down, it's pretty good for a while. So what we need now is wood. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 4 builders, or 3, and I'm going to have them work on this here. So I'm going to make this area priority right now. So everyone that's able to work over here will move over here with the supplies, building, all that. See, it's already winter time. We don't have enough firewood to last us the winter. Someone will eventually go cold. And you can actually check the wooden houses by selecting the inventory firewood 45. That's not going to last a winter. Inventory firewood they use every now and then. Gotta increase the amount here. Firewood's always good, but then again, you do need logs for building, and you can't use firewood for logs. So be careful with how much you use. So this is done. Let's put all the 4 people on there. We will plant the trees right now, and you'll see this whole area, like I said, will be filled with trees, and then we'll take them down. It'll take some time, but it's okay. So I have 3 builders. I'll take them off because we're not building anything. So the next thing is to wait and see if you guys have enough food to manage and more population. We got to bring up more population. So that does it for part 1, or playthrough 1, or walkthrough 1, whatever you want to call it, for Banished. That's how to get set up with a simple basic setup to survival. And then it just goes downhill from here, which you will see. Right now everything's at a pretty stable set. So thanks for watching the video. I'm going to save really quick over my millions of saves. Thanks for watching the video. If you did like more videos like this, then go ahead and tell me you do want to see more videos. I will try to do my best with it. If you don't, then go ahead and tell me you don't. If you want to see more videos similar to this and other awesome videos I'll be doing, such as Dead State, Dead State, when it releases on December 4th, I'll be doing more videos like that. Go ahead and subscribe to this channel and like the video, throw a comment, all that fun stuff. Thanks for watching.